Stop now. We're back.
Yes.
After
what happened?
I don't know.
Say it.
I don't know. I got some sort of virus. I don't know what it is. It was knocked me for a week.
You were bad.
I was bad.
I was calling you were really bad.
Yeah, I think I slept for a whole day. I think I slept
on the phone. You sounded like.
I think all of Thursday I slept.
My God.
Yeah, I think it was it 10:30 in the evening. I think I texted you that I woke up.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
So look, we had a couple of videos and we'll start fresh again.
Your fault.
It is my fault. Hey, dude, come on. Couldn't do it. Anyway, but we have to get back to normality because it is probably the biggest week of the year when it comes to strongman.
No.
World's Strongest Man week.
Yeah, I agree, but there's other competitions.
Yes, but this is like there used to be a whole week.
Yes,
used to be a week.
Used to be, yeah.
So I'm going to keep following that tradition, even though it's only 4 days.
Okay.
So, like when it comes to every World's Strongest Man week that we've done in the past, we're going to try to keep as up to date as we can with videos.
With us, it's going to be very hard.
With us, it's very hard, especially now with the new format.
Yeah.
But look, to start off, just let us know in the comments down below what kind of videos you want to see leading up to the week. Any specific type of videos.
No, to be fair, there's a lot of channels who will be covering.
There is a lot, yeah. But look, we'll try to keep our own twist on it, our own thing on it. So when it comes to World's Strongest Man, we've had some big info leaked in the last couple of weeks. The events for the finals, for the heats, everything. But now, last week, we had the 5 groups that have been announced, which is very unusual for World's Strongest Man because it's usually, 2 days, maybe max, or a day before the competition starts, you'd have your heats, your groups. So, look.
I can't remember which way they did it last year.
I can't remember.
They did the big reveal. We got a lot of information.
Oh, so yes, yeah. So, look, this time around, we have nearly a week's notice.
Yeah.
When it comes to the athletes. So, we have 5 groups. We have 25 athletes. Yeah. So, for Group 1, we have Austin Andrade, Thomas Evans, Jaco Schoenwinkel, Tom Stoltman, and Eddie Williams. So, for Group 1, we have, obviously, some experienced guys. Everybody has been to the Worlds. Austin Andrade has a very good year last year. Tom Stoltman.
He looks very impressive.
He looks very big, very strong.
He did really well in this year's Ireland Classic as well.
Very well, yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's one of the favorites to win the group with Tom. Probably top 2 guys who most likely will go to the final.
Yeah.
Though
Jaco Schoenwinkel, I think, did his tricep.
We don't know about Jaco.
He did his tricep last World's Strongest
Man.
Yes,
and then he did his knee as well.
Yeah.
Was it ACL?
Yeah.
I think so.
He's just unfortunate with injuries, unfortunately.
But I think when he's in shape, he already showed us that he's really dangerous.
He went to the finals his very first year.
Yeah, and then he got injured, I think.
Got injured,
yeah. So if he's healthy, I think he can do damage. But can he challenge Tom and Austin? I don't think so.
No. Eddie Williams as well, we know he's been to the final before. Yeah. Eddie had a very good year, World's Strongest Man last year.
He did, so indeed,
This one is very hard to predict. I'd probably say that Tom and Austin, realistically, after that. It could be a fight, though, for second. They never know.
That's my prediction, too.
So for Group 2, then we have Wesley Derwinski, Paddy Haynes, Mitch Hooper, Bryce Johnson, and Matthew Ragg.
Yeah, so I think all of us know.
I think globally.
Who will go to the final, who will win this group, at least.
So I think Mitch Hooper, hands down, everybody
though
knows.
With all the controversy that's around him at the moment, with all the things that's happening in his personal life, from his training videos, it seems like he's really focused on what he has to do to prepare for the World's Strongest Man.
He's pulling some big numbers.
Yeah, I don't think that he will, as strange as it sounds, all the personal stuff that's happening in his life, I don't think that will affect him that much.
No, I think he won't
do well,
I think he knows how to get his pro athlete head on, you know what I mean? He's
very impressive.
Yeah, it is. Look,
and it's telling what kind of personality he has as well.
Look,
you know what I mean? I'll go that far. I think everyone else would probably. In my case, I would probably say, right, I'm not competing World's Strongest Man. I need to sort all that stuff out before.
I don't think I could compete.
Emotionally, I'll be a wreck probably.
Crying on the stove.
But Mitch Hooper is
he's able to do it.
Different kind of dude altogether. So, but we'll see. You never know.
Yeah.
All these training videos, they look really well.
I still think he'll top the group.
So he'll top the group, but I think the most important thing, can he win the World's Strongest Man?
So then we have Matthew Ragg, who finished in 4th place last year. Wesley Derwinski had a very good year, World's Strongest Man last year. Bryce Johnson, who won OSG, so he's after getting invited to the Worlds as well. And Paddy Haynes, the dark horse as he's known, showed that he should be at the World's Strongest Man. He's after earning that place at Europe's. So look, very good very good group, I should say.
Very good group, yeah. I think second place is kind of like it's opened. If you ask me, I think anyone pretty much.
I think Paddy Haynes.
Possibly, yeah.
Maturag.
Wesley Dorwinski,
yeah.
You know, is he better than Paddy?
See, the problem is that like Giants Live finished so late, like it finished in October. And you don't really see these guys.
Yeah, we don't know what kind of shape they're in.
Yeah,
you know,
Maturag
as well. He lost a lot of weight, a lot of body weight. So, but he still seems strong.
He's still so static.
Yeah, so it's hard to know, but I think it's going to be a very interesting group to see who's going to be the second person who goes to the final.
So on to Group 3. Then we have Shane Flowers, Lucas Hatton, Mateusz Kielowski, Evans Nana, and Rain O'Neill.
I think both of us would agree that Mateusz and Lucas probably favorites to go.
We don't know which way it'll be.
Yeah,
it's very hard to tell.
It's very hard to tell, but Lucas is just a new fan favorite probably, if you ask me.
He's a super freak.
Yes,
I don't know how
he's a freakishly strong dude, like with zero weaknesses.
Yeah, his overhead is crazy strong. His deadlift is so strong.
Probably one of the best at the moment in the world.
All around, he's so good. Yeah.
So like you can give him anything, I think he'll do really well in pressing events. So, and Mateusz, he's coming back after multiple setbacks. He's won that Siberian Cup in Russia as well, which is like, I think it was a big confident boost for him. It
was a needed boost,
because he won against Thor, which is not competing in World's Strongest Man. Though he mentioned that he's
talking with IMG,
talking to IMG, and he's.
IMG
I think the talks didn't go that well. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
didn't give him enough money.
Maybe next year. You know,
IMG just give him the money. Yeah, get him back.
Yeah. So I think those two guys will be going to the final.
But look, rest of the guys, Shane Flowers come back. Like I think was it 7 or 8 days before Worlds last year? He did the tricep training. Like it's unfortunate. He's looking very big on his way back.
Triceps or biceps?
Oh, I can't remember. Well, biceps. Sorry, it was biceps.
Yeah, I think it was biceps.
Yeah, it was in the arm.
Yeah.
But look,
touche.
He's looking very big. Magnus for Magnusson, he did very well. Evans Nana again, same thing. Magnus for Magnusson did very well. Looking all around again. Rain O'Neill, Africa's Strongest Man 3 times, I think it was. Never really seen much of him other than that.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see like two of the guys from South Africa get an invitation. Shoewinkle and Neil. Yeah. And so.
But it looks like they have the stuff to back it, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it seems like it's going to be interesting to see Rain O'Neill compete, like, because we don't know much about him.
No. So it could be a very good, new debut for
a big surprise for all of us, you know.
So for Group 4, we have Maxime Boudreau, Andre Futu, Tristan Hoth, Trey Mitchell, and Luke Richardson.
Yeah, that's a tough group.
That's a very tough group.
Yeah,
that's a very well-rounded group.
Yeah, very, very good athletes competing. With Maxime is having a lot of setbacks in recent years. You know,
last
so
2 years, 3 years even. He broke his leg
3 years.
3 years ago.
He broke his leg carrying trash outside. I think he slipped on the ice and cracked his.
He did his lat at Arnold's 24,
and then he had very poor performance in Arnold Classic this year as well.
Yeah. So look, not been a favorite time for Maxime.
No.
Look. Andre Futu, I think he's 22 or 23, like the youngest competitor at World's Strongest Man this year. For a guy that's only that age, he's so strong.
He's very good. Like, he finished 4th in the Europe's Strongest Man, and I don't think that it showed his full potential.
No,
that placing. I think he was even in talks of winning that competition.
Sure, he was like face to face with Luke Richardson at the last one.
His stone run was really bad. He couldn't finish the last stone,
and people got in between him.
That's why he dropped to 4th place. But
overall,
like,
he was looking to very good to win it. So Tristan Hoth did very well at Worlds last year. He was at Magnus for Magnusson as well in November.
Finished 2nd after Mateusz.
Yeah,
very good performance by him.
Very good athlete to keep up there with Mateusz. Then we have Trey Mitchell, as we know, like.
Big thicket.
Yeah, he's a big favorite on this channel.
I will like him. I think hopefully he'll go to the final. I think he will go to the final. I think he will top the group.
I think he could be in the top 5.
Yeah, I think he will bring a lot of good points into the final.
Luke Richardson as well, like we know, just off the win at Europe's Strongest Man 4 weeks ago. So he's going to be on a high cloud 9.
Yeah, it all that win, it's massive for him, because he said it himself, like he won it previously, but the
5 years ago.
yeah, so he won that like during these times where all athletes couldn't come to England and compete in Europe's Strongest Man, and so now he feels like he's vindicated.
He's after winning the title.
Yeah, because he won against really tough athletes, and very good lineup. So Mateusz finished third in that competition, So and Paddy Haynes second. Yeah. So I think Luke his confidence will be through the roof, and most likely he'll be fighting for that second place going to the final.
I think we can all agree. Luke and Trey.
Yeah.
Andre Foot as
well.
That's the thing.
So I think those three guys will be competing with each other who goes to the final.
And then Group 5, we have Andrew Flynn, Nick Gordione, Pavlo Cardiaca, Evan Singleton, and Luke Stoltman. Been a very tough year for Luke, I suppose.
Tough year for strongmen in general. For Stallmans, for Hooper.
Hey, look.
Some of the channels, they kind of went deeper into these personal situations per se, but we haven't. Life happens. I don't know. Hopefully Luke managed to bounce back.
Yeah. Look, it's terrible to say, but hopefully he can focus on the sport for the 4 days.
And hopefully they can sort all that personal life somehow.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect us, the sport, too much.
Yeah. Andrew Flynn, new to the World's Strongest Man. Nick Gordione, new to the World's Strongest Man as well. Andrew has done very well since competing, I think, was it England's Strongest Man last year?
Yeah.
So since last June, he's done very well.
Yeah, it seems like he was always like around 130 kilos body weight, and he was competing in UK Strongest Man. He never able to win that.
Never won it.
Yeah, and then when he gained a bit more weight, he performs like really well right now. So I think it helped him to get to the point where he wanted to get, like to go to the World's Strongest Man. So and he's now qualified. I think just by being there, it's going to be a great achievement for him,
Nick Gordione, like you said, he was new to World's Strongest Man as well. He trains with Austin Andrade. Two of them were like best friends.
Yeah.
So he might be able to rub off on him, give him some techniques, some tips. So
he finished last in Arnold, right?
I think it was second last.
Second last.
I think it was second last.
Bobby Thompson
and Maxime Boudreau. So coming third last year.
Yeah.
But look, he only won the amateur last year, so it's his first year at it. So look, done very well. Pavlo Cardiaca. New training system with MST. Like his deadlift is after getting very good. Yeah. But I think overall he's kind of, after slowing down a little bit, he's not probably as explosive.
We'll see in this competition. Maybe when someone comes on the side and makes a lot of changes in your approach to the competition, it's gonna be a shock to the body. So his deadlift got better, but everything else seems like kind of suffered a little bit. But
if you're focusing on one thing, you're going to
you're gonna sacrifice other things. So, but in this competition, we'll see how it goes for him. It's kind of like he was always like a dark horse. But will he get better from working with that guy? With the MSC guy,
because he's working with Stoltman as well. Yeah,
we'll see.
Look, then we have Evan Singleton, who finished third last year. Evan is a bit.
I don't think that Evan likes us very much, I have to say.
You think?
Well,
look,
we did a fair share of criticism when it comes, but we did it because I think he has a lot of potential. He
has so much potential. I don't know, I'm not sure as much anymore, but he definitely at one stage had the chance to win World's Strongest Man.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And when you see such a genetically gifted athlete, and it seems like
6'6", I think.
Yeah, and he's perfect as a strongman. He's not too tall, not too short. Like me.
Yeah.
But he has all these accolades. He's big. It seems like he can squat, he can deadlift, he can move. But something in his body just
he just needs to tighten up a little.
Yeah, just I don't know.
Yeah.
Last year he managed to do that in the heats.
Yeah.
And then
he carried it to the finals.
To an extent. But then in the last couple of events, I think he just faded away a little bit.
Gets a bit tired or something.
Yeah, something like that happened. So I think he's the one who most likely will top this group, though.
And then we have Luke Stoltman. So fresh off winning Britain's Strongest Man at the start of the year.
We'll see with Luke.
It
was a very impressive win for
Europe's Strongest Man was a bit of a scare.
Yeah.
He was he had a bit of a bug or something, like me.
Yeah. So he said that he had some sort of a virus.
Yeah.
So he couldn't perform at Europe's Strongest Man. But we'll see in this one if he's in shape and all that body weight loss and six-pack stuff going around, you know. So we'll see how he will perform in these events.
So we've made videos talking about the events, about the athletes. Now, we didn't talk about the finals yet because I still think it's still very early because we don't know the athletes competing.
Yeah.
However, World's Strongest Man have put up the groups, and as well as that, as of yesterday, as of recording, they've put up everything you need to know for World's Strongest Man 2025. So for anybody that's travelling, I think I'd really recommend looking at it on their Instagram, because I was looking at it even myself. I was like, I'm not going, and it's still, it's very good to even know it. Yeah, in the post, so they have the scheduling for the times for the events over the 4 days. They have where you can park, bag policy, fan fest, everything. It's very, very good. So the fan fest, I think, opens at 10 a.m. and runs through for the end of the day. So it's very good. As well as that, to have a 3D model that they're after doing on Instagram. I seen it, that shows the whole layout.
That looks class.
So very, very good as well. So have a look. So I just say, if you're going, just have a very quick look, maybe half an hour on the Instagram beforehand. It'll give you all the information.
I think it's going to be great competition.
Yeah.
All these changes are going to benefit World's Strongest Man tremendously. And other than that, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, because we
can't wait.
Yeah, because we actually thought for a stage there that it was nearly like they were forgetting to put on World's Strongest Man this year, because there was no mention for months and months and months. And then all of a slap, everything comes. So
perfect.
It's after working out great for him. So look, let us know in the comment section down below what you think. Who do you have to win the groups? Who do you have going through to the finals? And if you want to make a very early prediction on your podium, look, leave in the comment section down below. We'd love to see him. Like always, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to like this video. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please press the bell icon. It'll keep you up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers. And we'll see you in a future video.
See you later, guys.